now it's right there centered where we want it to be. And let's go ahead and rotate that. Face it towards the camera, nice angle. Like that. Probably okay. You also may find that you need to adjust your camera angle so that your item is centered appropriately. You can see it's a little space here. So all you have to do is select the camera focus, the camera target. This is red selected right here. That is the camera target. Just move that up a little. Done, you can take that monitor outside of the item locator in the shader tree. And then you can hide that to clean it up a little so you don't have to see it. Okay. So that's the basics of how to get started with the SLIK kit. If you want to create your own scene, it's also very easy to do. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. Close this scene. Go back to the palette here. Go back to this button here. What this is this creates an empty scene for you to start placing your lighting elements in it. It's preset to handle lighting the way this studio lighting and an illumination kit needs it. So that way you don't have to worry about making these settings from scratch. It's already set up. So you just click on that. Again, you have to save it. There's nothing in it because it's ready for you to place the items that you want to place in it. If you look here, the only thing that's going to be there is the master item locator toggle switch. That's all that's in there right now. But there are settings that have been made. So if you look here under render, you can't see it. I'm sorry, it's small, but you have the outputs that studio lighting and illumination kit needs: depth output, output output, final color output. Then the render settings have also been preset for the SLIK kit. For example, SLIK needs global illumination on. Irradiance catching also needs to be on, as well as caustics turned off. And then ambient intensity is also off, set at 0 right here. So these are the basic settings for a new scene, a new lighting scene for SLIK. Now you can start adding elements. So just again go to the palette. Okay. Now we can start adding elements. So I'm going to start by adding a backdrop. I'm going to add is a backdrop for the item we're going to photograph. So let's add this one here. So maybe it's not quite the shape you need for your item, so you can adjust this. We don't need a four-sided backdrop. We can adjust that here. That in half, that's enough. We also don't need these sides here. We don't need those either. So click on the white square and get rid of those. And then we need a backdrop that's taller here. So just click on the blue button, and then just drag up. So it's very, very cool to make your own custom backdrop. Okay, we can turn off these, clean up our, turn off the functionality locator, item locators, these off. Now we can start adding cameras. I'm sorry, adding lights. So I'm going to add a basic spotlight on a tripod. And when it's, by default, when it's added, the move function is enabled, so you can move it to where you want it to be. I'm going to move it here, over in the corner. You can select the light target and also move that, and you'll see the light follows it. Very cool. And then now, you know, if I move the light, it stays focused at that target. So I can turn off the settings for now. You can always turn those back on. For now, we don't need them. I'm going to add another light. This time I'll add a softbox light on a tripod with a boom. So again, we can position it. And it's a little short, so let's raise it up. Move the target as well to where we're going to place the item. You can see there's additional settings here. You can set the gel. So, you know, lights have a gel. Photographer lights have a gel. You can change that if you want. So the type of cover you have, etc. Turn these off. I'm going to add one more light. Light the back of the item. Okay. Back. The target as well. Okay, so now we have basic setup here, 3 lights, and the only thing we need is the actual item we're going to render, as well as the camera. So, 2 kinds of cameras. Spherical if you're going to render HDRI images,